What's up, guys? Coming at you with a Tip Tuesday on some rowing. When we're rowing, we're pulling on this handle and we're creating some spin of this fan, which is taking in air, and there's something called drag factor. And if you've come to one of my classes, I talk about it frequently, not every time, but I know a lot of people have heard me talk about it. But drag factor is essentially, according to concept 2, the deceleration of the fan based on how much air is being let in. Right? So the higher the damper, so you go the higher on the number on the slide, the more air that gets let in, the faster it decelerates, the harder it is to pull. Drag factor, right? So oftentimes there's like this theory, and there is probably an algorithm out there somewhere that you could probably look up and figure out what gets you the best calories if there's higher on the damper or whatever. But for me, when I'm rowing, and for you when you're rowing, we want to have the same pull every time. But not every rower is going to be the same. Each rower is going to have a different drag factor based off like how old it is, how many times it's been used, how much dust is on there, how tight everything is. So you want to set up your drag factor, and here's how you do it. You're going to go on to your rower, and we're going to click the menu, and we're going to scroll through a couple options down at the bottom, and we're going to go through until we get to drag factor. And once we're at drag factor, we'll set it up, and we're going to pull on this thing until it gets to the number. Below in the comment section, I'll list the numbers, and it's kind of based off weight. And there's not going to be an exact weight here, but you're going to kind of get as close as you can. And that way, each time you get on the rower, no matter what rower you're using, if you're using a different rower every time, you can have the same drag factor every time you row, which gives you the same stimulus when you're rowing. That way, if you like to row at 25 strokes a minute, you're going to have the same outcome every single time. So give that a shot, test your drag factor, figure out where you're at, test your next workout.